Hey everybody, it's B Diz, the Rockstar, part of SuperObvious. In this video, we're going over the Dying Light 2 Stay Human story recap and review part 2. Let's go. So after getting some of the intro stuff out the way, of course we're at the point where we start doing a bunch of missions for like everybody, even for some of the most pettiest shit. One is between Teresa and Anna. Teresa is blaming Anna for stealing a bunch of her flour, and after doing some research, we learned Teresa hid her flour and blamed Anna, which even after being exposed, Anna feels like it still makes her look bad. Anna considered her one of her best friends from like forever ago, and she has also been dealing with the loss of her husband, so it's pretty emotional. Also, we are trying to get in close with Sophie, who is pretty much the leader of the survivors at the bazaar. Anne is one of the two major groups you decide who you help in the game. She does not trust us because we're a pilgrim, but willing to let us do things for her so she trusts us. One of the first big things she wants is for us to find her brother Barney, who was out on a run and on the low is freaking out because she lost contact with him. He had a bunch of crystals that are very valuable in the game but lost them. The people with Barney are all dead. Barney is also a huge piece of shit to us in the game. We are trying to juggle missions of helping Sophie of the survivors and Ador of the PKs. Barney catches us being sketch and brands us as a traitor, where the first person we have to fight is of course Herman, who is so big he could be a wrestler. After killing him, we fight Barney, which we almost killed if not broken up by Sophie. We tell Sophie and Barney on how things look, but we actually want to help them. Eventually, Sophie believes us, and this is after we find some skin which looks like proof that they killed the PK member Ador wants us to find. There is a guy named Hubert who is in debt with Dodger for being a freaking idiot. We get to a certain point in the game where Roberto, the guy that is a tech creative genius but can't complete simple speech and sentences to save his life. He gives us these bombs to blow up a PK windmill, which will completely screw them over and also make the center vulnerable for us, which is like the thing we've been wanting to do this whole time. After that is done, the PK kill Alberto and he wants us to tell his son that he is proud of him. Hakon makes us choose another big decision to go to the center now when we have the chance and we may never get again, or go back and tell Vincenzo the message his pops wanted us to tell him so he has some good closure. Something that I knew was going to happen was that Hakon kind of screwed us over with being dishonest, that he was going to try to quote unquote help us, and he is shot by an arrow, and it's by a character called Sniper who is a night runner and seems to be seeking revenge on him. We get to the center where we come across the PKs and we have some power issues that have to get fixed. We find Waltz, who is captured and surrounded by the PK, where he easily kills all of them and he seems like he's an enhanced human. He also knows who we are, takes the GR key and knocks us out. In the story right now, we are super losing when it comes to Waltz after we put all this work in to find him. We find him again and confront him where Mia is, where he beats our ass again, but are saved by the sniper who shoots him twice with an arrow as we escape because he is mutating. We also get the GR key back, and it's an epic escape chase scene that feels like how the original Dying Light was towards the finale. We find out that the sniper is a subject from Waltz, like we are, and her name is Lawan, and she is the one that shows us the paragliders, which is a new aspect of the game, and we are trying to restore power to some generators that seem to work for a second, but Waltz is controlling them. Us restoring the power seem like it's a favor for the PKs. There are several different upgrades you get to choose to help the PKs, and there are a bunch of different upgrades you get if you choose to apply this accomplishment to the survivors. The different choices you want to unlock is kind of tempting. We then take over another bandit camp, and I feel like this one is way bigger than the last one. After that, we see Frank at the fisheye, where he is so blackout drunk, he is the worst to talk to get important information, and I want to drop kick him off a cliff. We then have to deactivate a bunch of cannons, which are these canisters aimed at important parts of the area which could cause major damage. We save Frank, where Jack Matt saves us when we were pretty much screwed. He seems like a high-ranked person and seems to know who Waltz is. Jack Matt seems to be a good guy. But yeah, that's part 2 of the Dying Light 2 series. Like and share the video and subscribe to the channel for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Totally for sure.